All right, sorry about that. Sorry about the first time. We're up again. Now we're here in Spanish Fork. One of the reasons I'm live streaming is because we have to walk into the property. Welcome everybody. Welcome again. Welcome again. Yes, we're back. We're here at the Spanish Fork Sheriff Department now. We were at Provo earlier. And like I said, the number one reason I'm going live stream is because we need to come into the property. And the way things are going right now, people are getting arrested. We've got innocent auditor right there. I forgot to check out his videos. They just closed the blinds down. Sorry. I'm working my other camera, trying to get.
Give me badge number.
Huh?
Give me badge number.
Yeah.
You know why I'm here. You know why I'm here. You know why I'm here.
Innocent auditors really heat up.
I'm here. Let's go.
You guys remember innocent auditor doing an audit here before? So I'm guessing that sheriff, that deputy that he recorded yesterday, must be from here since they're crazy in here.
So now that you're beaten, you have to take anything metal off, place it on the table, and then go through again.
Hang in there, guys. Oh, hope this thing doesn't fall.
This is the sheriff's department, though, right? You know why I'm here, huh?
What's that? Sorry.
You know why I'm here, huh?
No, I actually
Make you guys
don't.
like a fucking idiots.
You can just cover that. That works.
Do you need to take this off too?
I just want to make sure everybody's understand. So I need to talk to a sergeant, a patrol officer.
Patrol sergeant, okay.
Yep.
Will you hand me your bag so I can look through it? Yeah, here's the PIO.
Hey guys,
You know why I'm here.
I didn't say you weren't.
You know why I'm here, though, right?
I didn't say you weren't.
No.
You said that like I was coming out here to kick you out.
No. I'm saying you know why I'm here, though, right?
I assume I saw you on
You saw
YouTube.
that, you saw that, huh?
Yeah, I was just, in fact, as I was sitting there and I saw you out the window there, I was just sitting there ready to respond to somebody on one of your YouTube comments there, yeah.
Okay. So I'm here
Oh,
to
yeah.
find out.
What were you gonna respond?
I can't remember what the comment was, but somebody said something that was inaccurate and I was just gonna correct it.
Please, I do want to hear this, because I want to know the law on him pulling somebody over at once. 1 second. It's kind of fun, we give up our Fourth Amendment right to come into a publicly funded area. Good?
Yep.
Need a badge number?
Deputy Young.
Okay, yours?
Deputy William?
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. Hi. All right, once again, you are
Sergeant Cannon,
Sergeant
Public
Cannon.
Information Officer for the Utah County Sheriff's Office.
Perfect. So I need to find out who the gentleman was. His name?
One of our undercover guys.
Who was undercover?
He is an undercover guy, yeah. He works in our warrants division.
Okay.
You can submit a grammar request if you want his name.
And I was going to. When
He
he's going,
he hadn't done anything really wrong yesterday.
did you see how he
Really?
reacted to me? No,
I did, but I saw how you acted to him first.
Well, no, I asked who he
When you
was.
start dropping F-bombs, and you won't be staying here if you
No,
keep that
no,
attitude.
no. Let's see what happens. I asked him, in the video.
I saw the whole video,
Was this?
so make sure you tell me what's
Yes,
accurate.
yes.
Because when the officers arrived, you told them how he reacted, and it wasn't on the video that way.
Yeah, but it was too windy, you're right. Which I even asked the chat, can I find somewhere to get out the wind? It was horrible.
It was.
So when I came up, I asked him, is this your personal vehicle or is this a cop car? He says, I don't have to answer you.
Before we go anywhere, can I explain to you what the concern is in a situation like that? Let's assume that the traffic stop was legitimate. Let's assume that. I know you may not agree with it, but let's assume that it was
If he was going
legitimate.
110 miles per hour,
If it's
legit.
legitimate, we never know what is going on with the traffic stop. We never know what we're going to encounter after we make the stop. If the car was going 100 miles an hour or whatever reason, I haven't even talked to the deputy, so I don't know what the whole
He said
reason was for
110.
the stop. But
He was passing 110.
let's assume they were the speeding, it was 100 plus miles an hour. We don't know what we're going to encounter
Mm-hmm.
when we walk up to that car. And all of a sudden, we've got somebody out here who is a third party who's disrupting what's going on here. So, have you ever had a gun pulled on you?
I have actually.
And so have I.
Yep.
It's not very comfortable, is it?
You don't know who I am though. I don't own guns. I have no
All right, and
threat.
that's fine.
I have no
But-
threat to you guys.
But we don't know what's gonna happen.
It doesn't matter,
when
we're
we-
public.
Okay,
Okay, listen to me.
okay, you need to let me talk, and I'll let you talk,
Deal.
or this is not gonna work as a conversation.
deal.
There's no harm on either side. Whatever the reason is for the contact, it goes, and I've made tens of thousands of traffic stops, request. Outside, then we have no way, and I saw some of the comments I thought were interesting. So wait a minute, he's going, because I don't know what your intention is other than to film.
Camera.
It's sad. That's a sad.
Angry very differently than if
He
you
would not
don't think that
identify
you were
himself.
angry during that.
So my wife brought this up. I went to a
That you
stop.
were angry?
No. Your officer pulled somebody over in a very like back alley area that wasn't a main street. Very sketchy. The vehicle was not marketable. It was for somebody all says
Doesn't make
yes.
it.
Yeah,
That-
oh yeah, I would have. Of course I would have.
I don't know that I believe that.
You know, you know?
Well,
I have-
yesterday, honestly, yesterday was the first time I've seen any of your
Okay,
videos. I've seen
we are
others,
very
but-
cordial to all the cops. We actually don't. This
You were calling him a
lead.
tyrant
He
before
is a tyrant. He is too a tyrant.
I didn't say that, if I recall correctly, you were calling him,
I let them do their stuff. Like if it's a stop,
his thing to
YouTube.
deal with, but
really, I interfered. Really,
you started talking to him before he was
he
finished with
talked to
this.
me, officer. He talked to me first. No,
Yeah, he said, can I
he
help?
talked to me first.
Yeah.
I did not respond.
Down here.
It's a car. His car has been rights to be violated. I wonder if I pulled a grammar request on
I've
your
never
background.
knowingly violated anyone's rights.
You had no complaints against you or anything like that?
Oh, yeah, I've had a few complaints, but that goes with the territory.
Yeah.
Even when we're right, we get complained on.
Alright. So stop happens. I was like, oh shit. I wasn't set
Honestly,
up.
like I told you, I would have done the same thing.
Okay,
If I see
anyways.
somebody with your demeanor
Anyways.
approaching me when I'm
My
in the middle
demeanor?
of a traffic
What do you
stop.
mean my demeanor? I'm not
I
acting
just
this way.
gotta watch the video, you'll see.
I wasn't animated like this. I came
Let
up to
me
stop
let me say
sitting.
something. The law says that standing outside, standing with the camera is not interfering at all.
Okay, I
And
understand
you
what you're
guys take
saying.
that. You guys take that. As soon as you guys see a camera, you guys take that as
You
interfering.
can record me anytime you want to.
You know?
But if I'm on a traffic stop and I'm interacting with the person that I may be arresting, and you come to me this close, that's not gonna stay that way.
Well, he wasn't that close.
Well, he got that
No,
close.
he got close after the deputy
If somebody comes
talked
to
to
me
him.
with the kind of language and the aggressive tone that he was using,
made him feel wrong. That's what started everything. The cameras what started everything.
It's the way they're escalated that would have
My
had me nervous.
demeanor? What are you talking about?
Watch the video.
I
If you
have
can
watched
see
the
it, there's something wrong, man.
I think there's something wrong with you, actually. Are you an elected official?
No.
Thank God. Okay, think about this. I go to stop all the time. What? You think it's funny? If
No,
you
I
would.
do, yeah. I mean, I don't know what with me being or not.
Stop happens, right? He says hi. I ignore him. He comes around his vehicle, and I ask him, is this your personal vehicle or is this a cop car? Because this time, I haven't seen a cop car like this ever. I
You've never seen an
No,
unmarked cop car? Ever?
A Chevy Equinox like that? Hell no, I've never seen one. So a Dincy ass
Well,
car like that? No, I've not seen.
We've got a lot of them,
Well, thanks. Now I know.
yeah.
Now I'm gonna watch out for undercover.
Okay, let me
vehicles.
ask you a question, and I want you to, just like you want us to be, answer you with the truth, I want you to answer me with the truth.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, don't you think the number one thing that an officer should do when he encounters anyone is identify themselves, say their name, badge, and what department they work
You're
with?
you're
Okay,
not
are you
gonna
gonna, are you
let
gonna
this
let me
answer-
talk?
you're
Are you
not-
gonna let me talk? Are you gonna let me finish? Don't you think they should do that all the time? Because we have people out there that could think the way officers think, oh, I don't have to identify. And there's people out there that could go buy a uniform, lights, put in their car, and stop someone in the middle of nowhere and say, well, if officers don't identify, then I don't have that problem. I don't have problem stopping someone and take them away, do something bad or anything. That's the number one reason. That should be the first thing that officers should do when they encounter anybody. It doesn't matter if this person have an attitude or not. He needs to identify themselves completely. Badge, name, and department they work for. Like that, anybody that gets pulled over or something, know that right away.
Can I stop you a second? You're way beyond your question, and I can't respond to everything. I understand what you're saying, but if you have more you want to ask, go ahead, I'll let you finish.
Go ahead, whatever you want.
Worked in plain clothes and not under in the 15, 17 plus years that I worked in a whole it's pretty clear when I was young, that other car left. Before that other car left, and somebody comes up to me and starts asking me my name or
never said a word.
demanding my
Never
name.
said a word. Never said a word. I'll make sure that.
You did
I
ask for his
not-
name.
No, after the stop was over.
Well, had it happen, then I'm not going to address them other than to say, you're welcome to do it in the middle of where I am. And the middle of where I am isn't going to be this kind of proximity. It might be 30 feet away.
No, 30 feet is too far.
Anyways, so let me get this.
doesn't
Let me
have
get
to
through
be.
this.
It has to
This
be,
is
it
my-
has
this is
to
my
be
time.
reasonable.
too.
It has to be reasonable. It has to
And
be.
reasonable is a variable definition. You might think 10 feet or 15 feet is
That's what it
reasonable.
is, 10 feet.
And I
That's
might
what it
think that
is.
30 feet is reasonable.
You know, and we have to be able to record and
Conduct the stop safely for
yeah.
myself.
No, of course you do. Of course you do. But just because you guys have a bad, it should be.
We got, blocking what, your Wi-Fi?
Yeah, there's no LTE, so there's no LTE or nothing.
We got no. What, I don't
You've been
even know
around
what
for
you're
time.
talking. Personal phone, and
Maybe you're right.
I can't
It's
remember, they
working.
never block.
All right.
No, we don't block, I
Yeah,
don't
you're
reason
right.
to block.
It's not blocked. All right. Let's watch this. Can go. I did not say a damn word to
I'm
this
not
guy.
going to take the 15 minutes and 36 seconds to watch your video again.
Oh, no, I'm at the very beginning.
No, yeah, I don't need to see
Time.
it again.
Okay, so he let the person go, right?
Mm-hmm.
He comes over, says, "What are you doing?" I ask, "Is this your personal car or is this a police car?" I don't need to answer you. Already, I'm pissed. Okay, you're a fucking tyrant, which he is. He's a fucking tyrant, and he should be.
Let me ask you this.
Can I talk?
Go ahead.
I don't care. I can film who I want in public. I'm definitely going to keep filming you. And I will be in your sheriff department all the time. You're going to be seeing me so often, I'm going to bug you.
We're not going to let you in here every day to do
No, not
this.
here. I'm saying out in the streets.
That's fine.
Like out here, I don't need to be here all the time. He says, "I don't need to ID yourself." I say, "You're not a fucking cop, are you?" He stops. He says, "What if I am? What if I'm not?" Right? He won't identify himself. Now I'm looking at him like, hey, this dude pulls himself off the freeway. He's not a cop. He's not seen like a cop. He has no badge. He has a gun. He has a dinchy-ass little radio. Has nothing set up. No laptop. He can't give a ticket. Can he give a ticket? No, I don't think he can. So I did. Right?
And he stayed.
Well, he
He
ran.
wasn't a
He
cop. You
ran,
think he would have
actually.
stayed?
He ran. He
No,
ran.
he pulled over in the
Fuck
parking
yeah,
lot.
he ran away.
He pulled around in a circle in the parking lot.
He ran. He went all the way around, stopped, and tried to dodge me because I had to get into my vehicle. And then he went
had
all
his
the way into my
plate.
vehicle. What's that?
The place was public. You would have had him.
Oh, I have him. I know I have him. So what is his name exactly?
You're going to get that through a grammar request, not from me.
See, that's the problem. See what I mean? That's the problem. You know what? I know what you're saying. I understand exactly what you're saying, that his demeanor and everything. But yes, at the moment that the deputy started talking to him, right there, he does the contact, not him. He started the contact. Your deputy did started the contact with him. Right there, in that minute, he needs to identify himself.
no
Okay?
law that says he has to.
There's no law. Exactly. So that's the thing that you don't understand. I know there's no law. I never said there was a law, but it should be a policy. It should be your guys' first thing to do to identify to every public. So anyone will impersonate an officer and doesn't identify, people will know that real officers is to identify themselves
What if he-
all
what
the
if he is an
time.
undercover narc?
Then if he's an undercover narc, then why is he pulling people over?
Hell yeah.
We
Sir,
have undercover narcs that pull people over.
then they put themselves out there, sir. If they're undercover, they put themselves out there,
Yeah,
okay?
But then if he's being recorded and if he identifies himself he is undercover, which this one isn't,
And then-
he's
and
just
then-
plain clothes,
Okay,
then he identifies himself on your camera, and suddenly your entire audience knows his name and who he is.
in that situation, sir, there's two things we can do. Either we could be professional and say, hey,
Happen.
okay, see, then
He's
it
gonna-
works two-way, it's two-way street.
understand what you're
And you
saying.
guys want people to automatically give you guys the respect. But remember, you guys are the one have to earn the respect. You guys are the higher standard from everyone out there. If you're not a police, then call the cops. You're an asshole and everything like that, All the
You were
language.
questioning that he was a cop,
Yes, 100%.
and so he said, if you question him a cop, call on me.
I asked him
Call
three
on me.
times if he was a
And
cop.
he said to you like three
No.
times once he stuttered it out,
No, he didn't say no.
call on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I asked him 3 times before that if he was a cop. Is this your police vehicle? None of your business. I said, and he was like, you should be, you're an investigator, you should know. You should know what I am. What the hell are you talking about? All I know is you're about to rape this lady on the side of the road. That's what I thought. Hell yeah, that's what I thought. My wife
See, that's
said
the thing.
exact same thing.
The thing is
She had
that-
knives in the back.
See-
She had little knives, little surgical
Maybe
knives
that
in the
might
back.
be a difference between where you and I start our interactions with people. I give them the benefit of the doubt from the beginning that they're a
Fuck
decent
no, when you're pulling
person.
somebody over, you know, identify as a cop? There's no
I just know
fucking-
that I pull them over for whatever reason.
Okay, I'm gonna go
I
get
don't have any
lights, I'm gonna pull
preconceived
your ass
notions
over.
about why or what kind of a person they are.
Well, he's a tyrant. He's a tyrant. It's a definition.
Yeah, I don't have any preconceived notions about what kind of a person is when I stop them.
Yep.
I just have a preconceived notion about why I stopped them.
Best, like I said, I do so many cop watches. I talked to the Pleasant Grove, American Fork, all that he's not, doesn't say he's a cop, but he denies me they're actually a legitimate.
When everything about him tells you he's a cop,
No, was me thinking at the why you say that?
no embellishing.
I might embellish a little bit of fuck words because I say fuck a lot. But anyways, I to a person pulled over like that. I was stunned. I'm like, what the hell? So I'm already on guard. I'm like, all right. So I'm looking at the vehicle.
You think that's
Ask him-
okay for a deputy to come up when they know?
Like I said, I've stopped thousands of
On the question.
And when, if I have a situation where somebody's driving like a maniac, if I have to, I used to drive a Charger. For 8 years, I drove a Charger. They go fast. If I had a guy that I followed from Center Street in Provo up to 1600 North, crashed at that speed, then he crashed at that speed. He's going to die. One of the reasons traffic enforcement is to make the road safer for me and for him and for
100%.
everybody else.
We always are for that. We're for that.
But just
Yelling? You yelling at the person?
I've done it. But you
Why?
want me to give you
Like,
another
what
example?
gives you- what
Let me
gives
give you
you-
another example here, one that I yelled between C4 and the freeway at Lehigh Main Street. There were kids doing donuts in that parking lot. So I get over, I get off they're heading south and then they turn west on the south side of the railroad tracks. And I light him up and he stops and I walk up and I realize it's this same driver that I had pulled over doing over 100 miles an hour out between Cedar Fort and Fairfield. My first words to him when I get there said, "You dumb son of a bitch, do you want to die?"
So I'm okay.
Was that inappropriate? It might have been inappropriate, but was the kid being a dumb son of a bitch? Yeah, he was.
I get you. I agree
So,
100%.
so yeah,
So
to
the
be a
way-
little lamped up and to sound exasperated or maybe even to yell, certainly we don't want to do that all the time, but it happens occasionally, and it's not inappropriate
Okay, so
sometimes
then,
either.
so you, like you said, it happens. So, okay, in this traffic stop with your deputy, it happened with him. So why are you so negative towards him? You guys you guys do it the same, you guys do it too. I mean, what's the difference? Blaming everything on him like it's his fault, everything that was going on. Because that's the way you're making it seem that he did,
And if
it was his
seems that
fault,
way, That's
you
not
know?
my intent, but on both sides of the operation, then we're trying to send.
It'll always be the same way. I'm always.
Do you guys get escalation? Your deputy was behaving. Your deputy is the one that came to him. Deputy is the one that walked from around his car to behind to talk to him and question him.
Would I be wrong?
Okay.
Like
know?
I said, I've been. The fact that he would not ID himself, the fact that he would call me again. My job is to fuck shit. That's what I'm doing. That's what my activism is to keep you guys accountable, to understand that there might be a fucking crazy ass dude that may have some mental institution,
You provide the crazy ass dude?
Well, yeah, exactly. Yes, I do. 100%. I do. I'm the crazy one if need be. Otherwise, it's great to stop, get in the car and drive off. But yes, I'm going to be there to be, hey, you're a fucking tyrant. Give me your name. After
Yeah, I'm
he does
sorry.
ID
I don't know
himself.
why the internet is doing that here. Go ahead.
So after you don't ID yourself, if I don't get your ID and you look like you're a sketchy person, that I mean, I right now everything he has.
No, it's not flowery. It's not. Go ahead. I'm talking.
Yeah, sometimes all the brick and the metal and everything, sometimes it goes.
The
in and
internet
out,
is
but
going
they
bad
don't
in
have a
here
blocker that I know
for
of.
all of them, even for innocent auditor.
Ways. Off he goes. gets
What was so
stopped.
hard for him to just go, yeah, here, I'm a cop. Here you go. It's bad.
Personal call. The first question after he talked to me first. You're a fucking- you're a cop. Is that what I'm saying? Fuck yeah, I'm gonna say that.
Yeah,
He's a fucking piece of shit, and the way he acted is what makes good cops get killed. The way he acted is why you guys are at risk and so scared of people with cameras.
well, and I don't think it's completely
true.
that. I mean, there are interactions by the thousands, and the percentages of those that go bad is just, it's tiny.
Yeah, I agree.
Versus the ones that are all good.
So how do I make videos? I never instigated. I never talk first. I never talk to anybody first. I don't
Have you ever-
ask.
so-
I hope I do.
I'm an admin, you know, I don't have that many, I make them, not as many as I used to, but yeah, I mean, so there are so many out there that are made,
And yet I have,
even just here in Utah
and yet
County.
I have how many videos? Yeah, like 30 videos, over 2 million videos. Cops that need training, that need de-escalation training. Cops that need to learn, hey, I'm Officer so-and-so, like, you know, maybe you say.
Like I say, guys, sorry, the internet here is bad. It's bad.
You have to
It's just
stop it.
cutting off.
What?
The internet here is bad. It's just
Yeah.
cutting off.
It's gonna happen, yeah, it's not gonna work. Sorry.
So,